What would you say to kids today who face significant challenges as Christians in today's school system that pushes ideals that do not align with Christianity?
The only real answer to that question is you pray about it and then do exactly what you're told to do. And the thing to understand about praying is that, let's say there are 10 of you who all feel strongly about this issue in a classroom. Some of you will be told, go along with what the teacher says and does, and others will be told, you must fight this to the death. And neither one of you are wrong. Neither one of you are not Christian. Neither one of you are evil. The reason that this happens is because God has a plan for each of you, and you are to bear witness to different groups of people over time. It is also entirely possible that later in life you'll think back on that memory and go, I was deceived, I did the wrong thing. But that deception still teaches you. We often learn exclusively through failure. There are very few people who learn exclusively through success. Most people who get character development and growth get it through failure. And sometimes you have to be deceived in order for you to grow and learn how to listen. Another thing that's important is that when you are deceived, what is your character? Do you try to hide the fact that you were deceived, you made a mistake? Or do you come out and say, yeah, I was deceived, I made a mistake, I screwed up, I'm sorry? Because that is a character trait. And if you can learn to take accountability, you will stand out as very strange from everyone else. Nobody takes accountability. Conversely, perhaps it is your mission to fight the teacher on that topic tooth and nail, because that teacher might need somebody to articulate why that belief is fundamentally flawed, and you're the person to teach it to them. Or you're not the person to teach it to them, but you're one link in a longer chain of many people who slowly push that teacher into a more proper direction. Sometimes your job isn't to win. It's just to stand against what should not be.
Just so grateful for my parents' faith, and not just the faith like, oh, Sunday in church, but the faith in the hard moments and to say yes to God, because I got to see that so many times. I got to see my dad say to my mom when we had such little money, hey, it's okay, give the rest away. I got to see that multiple times in my life, and my mom gave the rest away. And both times people came over that evening for dinner and said, we don't know why we were supposed to do this. We just knew we were supposed to bring dinner to you guys. And it's just like a God wink moment, as my wife loves to say, of like, God saw that faithfulness. So many times I got to see that.
For anyone on the fence or a new believer, I just want to point out to you, your first act of faith is probably not going to be giving away everything you have and being in a place where you give your last penny away and just hope for God to provide. God understands what He created when He made you, and that it is going to take you time to trust Him enough to listen and obey when you are given a command like that. To be clear, I'm not saying He never will ask for you to give everything away at the start. I'm just saying that's not His normal starting move.
Just looking back, do you think that it sounds to me like you think that maybe that was wrong to use that drive to become to win championships and all that stuff? But
I don't.
Do you think that, I guess, hear me out. It sounds to me like you think I was selfish back then. I prioritized the wrong things. But do you think it's possible that God wanted you to prioritize that to build your name up so that you could become the man that you are today the platform that you have today?
I think that God works all things together for good to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. Even disappointments, frustration, selfishness, ego. Somehow we have served a God that works all things together for good. Those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. So I believe that God can do all sorts of stuff with that. But it's not that chasing those things is wrong. Please don't hear that. It's not that they're wrong. I think it's a good thing. I think believers should compete to win. I really do. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all of your might. Like, do it as unto the Lord. Like, no, I don't think God's saying, hey, be last. In service he is, but not in sports or in life or in all this stuff. No, what I'm saying is, if I said it was, my faith, family, loving people, all of this, and football, people say that faith, family, football. Too many times it would have actually, if you really weighed my heart, it would have been football, faith, family. That's what I'm saying. I let the priorities get out of whack too many times. And it's not competing or winning is wrong. I don't think that whatsoever. I believe that as believers, we should strive to win. We should be good. And we should try to use all of that to honor the Lord with it and love people and help people and make a difference in people's lives. It's just, we can't let that striving be in the place where Jesus should be. And I think I let that happen too many times.
So it was tough to navigate the ego.
Yes. And drive.
I don't have a whole lot to add here. I mean, I feel like Tim's answer was excellent, and that's why I wanted to include it, is because it's so good. He gets it. He really gets it. And to his point about doing everything to the max, read, again, in Exodus, read about the creation of the Ark of the Covenant. And they went to skilled craftsmen and said, hey, you're the number one guy for woodworking. You're going to make the wood parts of the ark, and you're going to do the gold inlays. This other guy, you're like the master of arts and crafts out of all of the Hebrew people. You're going to be the one who does all the chasing and the engraving and the filigree and like all the really fancy over-the-top stuff. Like, do you think that guy went through and got to see a burning bush and got to talk to a god on a mountain? Did he have any of the cool experiences? Probably not. He was probably just a carpenter who made really good stuff and was dedicated